Happy Saturday, early Saturday morning to everyone. Let's get ready for the magic of Rotary at this time as we celebrate the diversity of our district. 17 countries, 3 languages, many ethnicities. I ask you to join me with a moment of inspiration as we celebrate that diversity. God of all people, open our hearts to understanding other faith traditions. We are all made in your image and seek to know and follow your ways, to praise you and to be instruments of your holy presence. May we respect those who are different from us and who follow a different faith tradition than us. Guide us in this meeting as we do the work of Rotary in our district. Thank you so much. Okay, folks, we ready? As you know, as I mentioned earlier, we are a diverse district, and I'm just reminding us of these protocols that we observe while we are online. We have the interpretation button on the bottom of your screen. Please choose the language that you would like to hear the meeting in. Please remain muted unless called on by the facilitators here. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box or in the Q&A box. I think it's a chat box today. Raise your hand if you want to ask a question. And of course, the most important thing is that this session will be recorded and placed on our website. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Sonia Aline, a past district governor in this fabulous district that we are in. I'm sorry, a message is coming up here and I'm right. So, and I have been given this role of sharing and being the district trainer for the 24-25 Rotary year. It is my pleasure, absolute pleasure and privilege to have with us in our midst Rotary International Director-elect Patrick Eakes. He is a great friend of our district, and he is the incoming director for our zone. And Patrick, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I also would like to welcome the members of the Governor Corps for District 7030 and many visitors from Debbie's class. I notice lots of people online who are familiar and friendly faces. So we welcome you to District 7030. I'm going to say it, Patrick, it's okay. The best district in zones 33 and 34. And might I say, best district in Rotary International. So without further ado, I would like to, in a cameo role, we have the privilege of seeing Rotary International President-elect, who I might say is also from our zone. A star, a shining person within our zone, and not now, has been for many years, as you will hear in the bio that I will be reading. So let's get to it. Stephanie Urchik is a member of the Rotary Club of McMurray, Pennsylvania in the US. She will serve as RI's president in 24 and 25. She's been an RI director and a Rotary Foundation trustee. She has served Rotary in numerous capacities, including as training leader, regional Rotary Foundation coordinator, and RI president's rep. In addition, Stephanie was a representative and member at large at 3 sessions of the Council on Legislation. Stephanie has also served as chair of the Rotary Strategic Planning Committee and the Rotary Foundation's Centennial Celebration Committee, as well as a member of various Rotary committees, including the Election Review Committee and Operational Review Committee. A member of Rotary since 1991, Stephanie has participated in a variety of international service projects, including the National Immunization Days in India and Nigeria. In Vietnam, she worked with clubs to help build a primary school and traveled to the Dominican Republic to install water filters. A student of several Slavic languages, she has mentored new Rotary members in Ukraine and coordinated a Rotary Foundation grant for a mammography machine and a biopsy machine for a hospital in Poland. In its commemorative book, the Rotary Club of Krakow, Poland, noted Stephanie as a key figure for helping the rebirth of Rotary in post-communist Poland. Currently, Stephanie is helping to partner clubs and districts in the US with Rotary clubs in Albania, Kosovo, and Ukraine for humanitarian and educational services. Stephanie's professional background is in the higher education, consulting, and entertainment industries. She received her doctorate degree in leadership studies from Indiana University of Pennsylvania and has been recognized and awarded by the Rotary Foundation and numerous community and international organizations. Fellow Rotarians, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. I'm sharing with you the message from RI President-elect Stephanie at her opening speech at the International Assembly. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you. Hello, family of Rotary. I am honored to address the 24-25 class of district governors, the irresistibles. And when I call you my family, I'm not just being kind. I really think of Rotary as my family. I want to start today by putting a special focus on some very important members of our family of Rotary. In a couple of weeks, I'm traveling to Pakistan to meet with some amazing people, female health workers. Ending polio everywhere means taking on this hard task, block by block across Pakistan. It's a difficult and at times dangerous mission. These women literally climb mountains to vaccinate children in remote locations. But that's not even the half of it. They fight misinformation and prejudice every step of the way. When we finally eradicate polio in Pakistan and everywhere, it will be due in large part to these women. So when I arrive in Pakistan to meet with these workers, I want them to know that even though they will never meet most of you, they have your support and that you treasure their contributions. So I want you to give them a standing ovation that I can share with them on my visit. But wait, let me get my camera. Okay, so everybody, let's do that standing ovation. Great. Great, thank you. In addition to your generous applause, the best way for you to support these health workers and the fight against polio is by raising awareness and raising money. It's not too late to join or initiate a Polio Plus Society in your club or district. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is still matching our donations 2 to 1, but only if we meet our annual fundraising goal of $50 million. To help raise awareness, I need you to contact elected officials and other government leaders. Remind them that polio is still a threat. Push them to support polio eradication. Polio remains our top priority and requires our fullest commitment. But there's so much important work to do. Thankfully, we have Rotary's action plan to make our work easier and to make the club experience simply irresistible. That's where the magic of Rotary starts. We'll need that magic if we're going to bring healing to a divided world. The numbers of armed conflicts and displaced people around the world are rising at an alarming rate. We need to be at our best if we want to have a positive impact. That means we might have to change a few things about ourselves as an organization. Change can be scary, but it's easier when we change together. With that in mind, I invite all of you to become action plan champions so you can change your clubs for the better and keep Rotary strong. And there's plenty of room for continuity in our action plan, too. It's about building on our best ideas, not abandoning them. Think of the action plan as a tool to help you improve the club experience in your district. Remember, you have influence. District governors charter clubs. You can help club leaders think creatively and produce irresistible experiences, both for existing members and for future members. That could mean changing how things are done in your district. If your district has been doing things one way for 50 years, it's probably time to reassess. The action plan helps identify a club's strengths and weaknesses and what that club can do to improve. If a club in your district isn't active or it's losing members, maybe it's time to start a new club that fits better with the community. Ask club members what they want and bridge that with the community's needs. Just because a club or district hasn't changed in a while doesn't mean no one is hungry for change. You have an incredible opportunity as district governors to empower club members to make improvements. Check in with club members in your district. Ask them about their club experience and what can be done to make it better. And consider talking to leaders in your communities who are not yet Rotary members but should be. Maybe they don't know about Rotary, or perhaps the current club structure in that community isn't the right fit. You might find that some members don't feel like they truly belong in their club. And that's why expanding our commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging is so important. Anyone who has the heart and hands for service belongs in Rotary. And I hope you'll join me in opening your arms to future people of action, even if, and in some cases, especially if, they don't look or act like typical members of your local Rotary Club. With DEI, it's easier to be united in a common purpose. It's in those moments when we're committed and focused that we are the most effective and the most relevant. But the work can't stop there. No one will know our clubs are irresistible if we don't tell people about them. The fact is, we need storytellers to spread our positive image and to spread positive peace in these troubled times. Peace building is one of my top priorities, and this IA is more than your introduction to the role of district governor. it's a call to action to support Rotary's peace-building programs and initiatives. One of those programs is the Rotary Peace Fellowship, a product of the Rotary Foundation that began more than 20 years ago to help peace and development professionals end and prevent conflict. We offer the fellowships through our Rotary Peace Centers located at leading universities around the globe. More than 1,800 Peace Fellows have graduated from Rotary Peace Centers and are working in more than 140 countries toward a better world. And thanks to a $15.5 million gift from the Otto and Fran Walter Foundation, we can continue supporting peace builders in more regions with our next Peace Center in Bahçeşehir University in Istanbul, Turkey. The first class of fellows will arrive in Istanbul in early 2025. To mark the occasion, Rotary members, Rotary Peace Fellows, Positive Peace Activators, and others will be invited to attend a Rotary Presidential Peace Conference planned for February 2025. The theme of the conference, not our annual theme, that's coming soon, will be Healing in a Divided World. This conference will focus on Rotary's peace efforts and provide opportunities to learn together. You'll hear more about the Peace Conference at our convention in Singapore, and I can't wait to see all of you there. But there's so much more you and members in your districts can do to promote peace in the meantime. Members who want to spread hope for peace in their community can plant a peace pole in the local park, playground, or any community space. And one of my favorite tools for peace building is our four-way test. We would live in a better world if every Rotary member truly lived the four-way test instead of simply reciting it. Rotary members have plenty of ways to support peace-building efforts, but today, I want you to remember this. To spread peace around the world, we must first find peace within ourselves. Performing acts of kindness can ease symptoms of anxiety or depression and promote social connection more effectively than any known approach. We find joy in helping others, but we also face a tough balancing act. We must change ourselves and stay true to who we are. That's why I have adopted the colors of orange and sky blue as my theme colors. As a dominant color of autumn, orange represents the shifting of seasons, the end of one phase and the beginning of another. In fact, orange is the primary color of change. Blue, on the other hand, is associated with knowledge and intelligence, trust, loyalty, and dependability. Blue inspires open communication. Combined, these colors represent our burning need to move forward together as we change ourselves and change the world. With that, I've teased you long enough. Who's ready to hear the 24-25 annual theme? All right, I will tell you our theme after one quick story. Years ago, I was in the Dominican Republic helping to install water filters. Two young boys watched as dirty water entered the filter in one end and emerged clean out the other end. I will never forget the first time we stopped the water flow. One of the boys grabbed my sleeve and said, lady, show me that magic again." Obviously, the water filter wasn't magic. We worked hard to transport those filters, install them, and work with the recipients in the area to maintain them. But those boys knew that easy access to clean water would change their lives. Knowing that I played a small part in that certainly changed my life. And that's why our annual theme is the magic of Rotary. Now, don't misunderstand me. We are not going to grow membership, end polio, or bring peace to the world by waving a wand and saying some funny words. It's up to you. You create the magic with every project completed, every dollar donated, and every new member inducted. The magic of Rotary can encourage whatever drives your local clubs. You can grow the magic of Rotary if you're adding new members to our family. You can unlock the magic of Rotary if you're unlocking the power of women and girls. You can advance the magic of Rotary if you're fundraising to help change the world. And when our year as Rotary President and District Governors has come to an end, it's up to us to make sure there's a whole line of people behind us, ready to keep that magic going. I love my Rotary family, and I can feel that love in this room. That's why I know that you are capable of making every club in your district simply irresistible. This International Assembly won't last forever. Make the most of even the smallest moments. The briefest connection could result in a lifelong friendship. The simplest lesson could change your entire Rotary career. Don't let these opportunities pass you by. And when we return home, let's change the world by embracing the magic of Rotary.
So a spellbinding speech by our president-elect, and I am excited at the magic that we can create in District 7030. But we do that through help also from our zone. And as I mentioned earlier, we have the distinct honor of having our director-elect, RI Director-elect Patrick Eakes in our midst today. And Patrick's going to share with us a little bit about what his vision is and how we can tie it all together. So please allow me to read his bio for you, and then we'll get right into the next magician, Patrick Eakes. One moment. So Patrick earned a bachelor's and master's degree in mechanical engineering at North Carolina State University. He has operated a high-end custom metal manufacturing business for the past 26 years. Patrick led his club's drive to become Rotary's first Triple Crown. A Triple Crown, guys. 100% Paul Harris Fellow Club, 100% Sustaining Members Club, and 100% Benefactor Club, all at the same time. While District Rotary Foundation Chair, District 7690 led the world in 100% sustaining clubs for 5 years and became Rotary's first 100% Paul Harris Fellow District. Patrick served Zone 33 as an innovative club advocate and Rotary coordinator, and he served Zones 33 and 34 as the training chair and the chair of the Membership Action Plan. Patrick will serve on the Rotary International Board of Directors for the years 2024 to 2026. Patrick is the immediate past president of the US Canada Golfing Fellowship of Rotarians and served 2 years on Rotary International's Global Networking Groups Committee that oversaw Rotary Fellowships and Rotary Action Groups. Patrick served 2 years as president of Sedgefield Country Club, home of the PGA Tour's Wyndham Championship. Patrick is married to Kristen and they have 2 children who are both active in Rotary projects. Patrick enjoys spending time with his family, playing golf, and wine collecting. Patrick is a recipient of the Distinguished Service Award and the Service Above Self Award. Fellow Rotarians, members of District 7030, please welcome Director-elect Patrick to present to us.
Thank you so much, Sonia, and it is a treat to be with all of you this morning. I want to first wish a good morning to all of our presidents-elect. We appreciate you being up early this morning and ready for this great event. So thank you again, Sonia. You are preparing for what should be perhaps the greatest year of your Rotary journey, the year you serve as club president. And it is a year that I still look back on with great fondness because of the relationships that I built, the opportunities to serve with all members of my club, and just the general interaction and intimacy of relationships that were built during that time. And I hope very much that you're going to have that type of experience. That is one of the parts of the magic of Rotary. Now, you heard Stephanie's speech when she announced that theme, and I will tell you that my first thought when I heard it was, wow, this is a universal theme. This is something that peoples of the world everywhere can embrace and can understand, but yet it can be a very individual theme because the magic of Rotary probably means something a little bit different for each of you. In fact, the night before Stephanie made her announcement, Deb and I and all of the other governors-elect from around the world were at a reception, and I quite literally said to a friend as I looked at all of these new friendships being formed and all of the energy as people from all parts of the world interacted, I said to my wife, this is really the magic of Rotary here. This is quite a thing that happens when we bring people with different experience and different backgrounds and different geographies together. Now, I had no idea at that time that that would be the theme, but I said that because it's something I really do feel in my heart about what Rotary is for me, and more importantly, what Rotary is to the world. So I hope that this theme lands with you the same as it does for me, in terms of something that really captures my heart. Stephanie talked about continuity of leadership, and I think that's a very important topic. You have an opportunity to work with your predecessor, the current president, and with your successor, the person who will follow you as president, to develop a unified direction for your club. And I believe that with a 3-year approach, hopefully a rolling 3-year approach, your club has a much better opportunity to move in a positive direction, one that creates a more vibrant club, one that creates a more attractive club, a more impactful club. Rather than trying to do that just in 1 year, working with predecessors and successors to develop that vision, I think gives a much better chance of your club, moving in that good direction. Along with that, building strong committees in your club, those who one day might be president, gives you a much better chance of success. And all of that is part of continuity of leadership that is important both for President Stephanie, but more importantly, as president is important for all of our clubs. Now, she referenced the action plan, and you may be familiar with Rotary's action plan, but it was developed 5 or 6 years ago by our strategic planning committee. At that time, now President-elect Stephanie chaired that committee. So that's why it's so important to her. But the action plan provides a roadmap for all of us as Rotarians and all of us who are Rotary leaders to be able to improve our clubs, to improve our environments, and to improve the output of our clubs. So I'm going to just briefly touch on the 4 pillars of that action plan. First is to increase our impact. And what that means is to be sure that we are applying our resources in an effective way so that we have the biggest possible impact in our communities and sometimes around the world, to enhance participant engagement. And really what that is all about is increasing the value of membership for all of our members. I encourage you to ask your members, what do they want from your club? What do they want from your leadership? And then to act on the suggestions that they provide. And at the very least, to communicate back to your membership what you have learned. That creates a conversation, a dialogue that will act as a magnet for your members to remain part of your club and hopefully to attract new members. To expand our reach, that's the 3rd pillar. And this, for me, falls very much in the area of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And President-elect Stephanie adds belonging. Now, as Sonia mentioned earlier in her moment of inspiration, you have a very diverse district. You're in 17 countries with many ethnicities and at least 3 languages commonly spoken. But within your clubs, I bet you could increase your diversity. I bet that you could better represent your community by reaching out and including some who may not be quite as represented as others. 4th is increase our ability to adapt. Now, you could argue that COVID forced all of this particular area of our action plan onto us. But even so, the world is changing around us, and we have to evolve to remain relevant. So increasing our ability, our opportunity to adapt to a changing world is important for our future success. Now, Sonia and Governor-elect Deb asked me to talk a little bit about the priorities of Zone 33 and Zone 34. And I thought maybe first I would tell you where those zones are. You are part of Zone 34, which stretches from your district all the way through the Caribbean to the Southeast U.S., the states of Florida and Georgia. Zone 33, which is where I live, starts with South Carolina and continues up the east coast of the United States to the western part of Pennsylvania, basically to where the Great Lakes of the United States and Canada start. So we are paired together, which is why I have the opportunity to represent you on the Rotary International Board from July of this year until June of 2026. And my role, in addition to representing you, is to provide support and encouragement and resources to clubs and districts, and certainly to the leaders of those clubs and districts. So that's you, Presidents-elect, and also, of course, Governor-elect Deb. Now, I'm not going to set a priority and say that I want all of our clubs to work in this particular service area or to pursue this particular goal. Because I believe that Rotary happens at the club level. And I believe that clubs are autonomous for good reason. And you know what is the best path for your club in your community. But I will ask you to embrace Rotary's action plan that I just quickly outlined and that you will hear a lot more about. And our zones have been doing this for the last year to year and a half as well. We've made a commitment to embrace Rotary's action plan. And the first thing we did was to create a truly regional effort within our two zones, not something that Rotary International asked us to do. And that was to create a membership action plan. Now, I know that some of you will be familiar with that, excuse me, with that membership action plan because we produce a monthly webinar the second Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. Miami time, Eastern time in the US. And I know that some of you have been attending that. It is a quick, just a 45-minute webinar, and it provides an opportunity to gain some ideas that you might apply to membership in your club. Almost all of the months, it's what I call peer-to-peer learning. It's not someone like me who's a director um, providing, here's what you should do, step 1, 2, 3. It's leaders of successful clubs and areas and districts sharing new approaches that they have taken that have been successful. And it's an opportunity for you to take what you hear that makes sense in your club and to apply it. Or to maybe take that idea to spur a new idea that you might try in your club. So this membership action plan has been quite successful over the last year and a half since it was debuted in July 2022. We also are starting to build a Rotary Foundation regional action plan. Now, Rotary Foundation is probably our strongest area and an area that's very well known throughout your district and around the world. So we will look to strengthen our efforts in that area. And then finally, we're creating a communications action plan. Had the first meeting of that group yesterday, and our focus will be to improve our communication to the public, our outward-facing communication, if you will, to improve our communication to members across our zones, our inward communication, you might call it, and then our communications across various levels of leadership. So that is just starting. Now, I will mention to you that when we started this commitment to the action plan, Rotary International has taken notice. In the first year that we debuted the membership action plan, your zone, Zone 34, and my zone, 33, were the top two zones in membership in North America. And that has not always been the case by any means. So Rotary, the rest of the world, the other 32 zones around the world, because I'm in 33, you're in Zone 34, the other 32 zones have taken notice and are now starting to build their own regional approaches, which I think is fantastic. We're once again leaders. Deb's already told you you're in the best district in the world. I'm not going to argue with her about that. But our zones are making a real dent. And so I hope that you will be an action plan champion, as President-elect Stephanie suggested, and embrace Rotary's action plan within your club. I am quickly going to clear the stage because I know that our incoming Governor Deb has some remarks for you. But before I do, I just want to encourage you to share the magic of Rotary, whatever that is for your heart, to share that magic within your clubs and to be sure that your members feel the magic of Rotary, because I think that is what will lead to an incredibly productive and fulfilling year for your club and for you as president. So, Deb, thank you for a few moments to be with you this morning. Sonia, thank you for the invitation, and I look forward to the rest of this morning's presentations.
Thank you so much. All right, Director-elect Patrick. From the horse's mouth, we've heard it, folks. This is the direction that we are encouraged to go. You know, as we sit here on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, or I'm in London, it's 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Patrick is in North Carolina. We've all made the conscious decision to be here this morning because we want to know where our district is going and what we're doing. Folks, it is important that we attend these kinds of training sessions because we hear from the leaders. This morning, we're about to hear from the dynamic DGE, Debbie. But we need to ensure that we make the sacrifice to be here, to share and to know where we're going. So before we get to Debbie, though, can I ask everybody, there are lots of there are lots of names and no pictures, and I would love Director Patrick to see who our people are. We also need to do some pictures, some screenshots of this first kickoff session. Can I ask you guys who don't have on your cameras to please put on your camera so that we can get this shot, so that Patrick can see who we are. Take the spotlight off of me for the moment so that we get some pictures, and I'm going to ask the technical team to do these shots. And Maria, if you can just tell us when we can say cheese or magic or Rotary or whatever you want us to say so that we can get these shots. I mean, it's early. So let's see the smiling faces, the coffee faces, or the, I don't know. Oh, I'll be coming on nice. Oh, everybody looking sweet. Okay, let's go, guys. Oh, look at all these faces. Very nice. Thank you so much. I know y'all don't want to be seen, but we got to be seen. District 7030 in all its glory. I'm loving it. We'll just have a couple minutes just to get these folks to turn on those cameras. Maybe we're gonna see, Vinodat, I saw you turn it on earlier. What's going on? Okay. Lovely. Look at those smiling faces. Thank you so much. All right, Maria, it's over to you.
Actually, I was getting it. Good morning, everyone. I was getting it as you were speaking. So
nice.
I got a lot. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Don't turn them off, though. Kader. All right. Lovely. Thank you so much. I now turn it over to the District Secretary-elect, Giselle, to bring us the introduction of our amazing District Governor-elect, Debbie, the Peace Lady, as she's known. So I'll turn it over to you, Giselle. Thank you.
Yes, thanks so very much, PDG, Sonia, and good morning, everyone. It's really great to see you all this Saturday morning. I know it's a struggle, but we're here and we're having fun. So it's my absolute pleasure to not only introduce our DGE, Debbie, but also a friend. So District Governor-elect Debbie Ruchan is from Trinidad and Tobago. She grew up in South Trinidad and is the holder of a Bachelor of Laws degree with honors from the University of London and the legal practice course with distinction from Staffordshire University in the UK. She was admitted to practice as an attorney at law in Trinidad and Tobago on the 20th of February 2009, and as from that time has been engaged full-time as an associate attorney at law at the law firm of Ernest H. Coilas and Company. In the course of her practice as an attorney at law, Debbie had successfully represented clients before the Industrial Court, High Court, Court of Appeal, and Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. Driven by the desire to assist persons who are unable to afford legal services, Debbie has represented clients entirely pro bono through the legal aid and more, has done many free legal consultations at legal clinics. In the business field during the period 2014 to 2020, Debbie served as chairman on the board of directors of Central Concrete Product Limited, a private company engaged in the supply of precast concrete products, during which time she was heavily involved in the company's restructuring. Debbie has been a Rotarian since November 2011, and from 2021 has been a member of the Rotary Club of San Fernando South, Trinidad and Tobago, and has served on the club's board as Peace Chair. During her earlier time in Rotary as a member of the Rotary Club of Princestown, Debbie served as club secretary and was a club president in 2016-2017. Debbie has served 3 terms as assistant district governor for the South Cluster of Rotary Clubs Trinidad and Tobago during the period 2018 to 2021, and 3 terms as the chair of the District 7030 Peace Committee. She has served in other key roles at the district level during her time in Rotary. Debbie is passionate about peace building and has been a champion for spreading the message of peace in District 7030 and has actually initiated the whole process of the peace pole installation. Debbie has been involved in the successful unveiling of many peace poles at several of her country's secondary schools and public locations. Debbie is a member of the Polio Plus Society. She's also a member of the Paul Harris Society and the PHF Plus 8. Debbie's annual contributions goes to Rotary's areas of focus, peace building, and conflict prevention. Debbie loves traveling and enjoys meeting people from different countries and from all walks of life. And once again, please join me in welcoming our District Governor-elect, Debbie Rupchan.
Thank you very much, District Secretary-elect Giselle. Good morning, Rotary family. What an inspiring presentation by Rotary International Director Patrick Eakes. Patrick, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And I must say, I look forward to when you visit us in person in District 7030. Let me start by thanking each and every one of you on the call for your commitment to leadership in the upcoming year. I feel privileged to have been chosen to lead our district. As leaders, we have the opportunity to bring about positive, lasting change in our communities and to advance Rotary's action plan, and you would have heard it from Patrick, to increase our impact, expand our reach, enhance participant engagement, and increase our ability to adapt. During the Rotary year, I encourage you to engage in meaningful and impactful Rotary projects. Use data-driven information to develop impactful projects and seek out projects that can really bring about a change in your community. Showcase your successful projects by using the tools in Rotary Branding Center to communicate so that we tell our story to the world at large and thereby gain a wider audience. Utilize social media and local media to effectively communicate Rotary's impact and relevance. In District 7030, we are diverse in that we have different ethnicities and languages represented in our district. But from a DEI perspective, diversity means so much more. And we would continue to focus on expanding our reach by ensuring that our Rotary clubs are welcoming to anyone who has the heart and passion for service, including persons with disabilities and others. You would have heard President-elect Stephanie has challenged all districts to grow their membership by 100 members and to charter 4 new clubs during the Rotary year. Our district membership team will lead the charge towards accomplishing this goal. We would focus on attracting diverse and passionate individuals to Rotary. We would seek to develop innovative membership strategies to engage and retain members. We would do this by emphasizing the value and benefit of Rotary membership. We must continue to support polio eradication, and we will work towards enlarging the number of members of the District 7030 Polio Plus Society from its present membership of 111 and encourage contributions to the Polio Fund. We will continue to highlight the importance of supporting the Rotary Foundation and to encourage clubs and fundraising efforts to contribute to the foundation. Over the last few years, our district has been pursuing 4 special programs: the Empowering Girls Program, the Childhood Obesity Prevention Program, the Environmental Sustainability Program, and the Peace Building Program. And we would maintain and continue to build on the success of these programs during the upcoming year. Mental health is a current focus, and this focus too will continue in the upcoming year. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of engaging and empowering the next generation. We would continue to promote the increase of membership in Early Act, Interact, and Rotaract clubs and the formation of new clubs. Our district would be conducting a district rally. It is well known that I am a champion for peace, and I encourage all Rotarians to be champions for peace building in the upcoming year. No one would dispute that globally and regionally, there is a need for peace. You would have heard President-elect Stephanie's call for us to consider planting peace poles and increasing the number of Rotary Peace Fellows. These initiatives are already within our district, and we must continue them. As from its inception, the District Peace Building Committee has worked to promote peace in our district, so that already we have Rotarians who are members of the Rotary Action Group for Peace. We have peace builder clubs in our district. We have peace ambassadors through the IEP program, and we must continue to engage ourselves in this way. The promotion of peace fellow Rotarians finds expressions in all Rotary's area of focus. So my call for you is to look within your community and identify the means by which peace can be promoted within that community, whether it be by an environmental project, a water and sanitation project, an educational project, a project to grow the economy or to fight disease, or any other project that you may think of. My Rotary family, I'm excited about the journey ahead of us and in having you with me on this wonderful journey as we create the magic of Rotary. But in order to do so, I need a team. And I would now present to you the team I consider to be the lead creators of the magic in the upcoming year. Just bear with me as I get into slideshow mode. Am I in slideshow mode? Yes? Okay, good. So this is the incoming team for 2024-2025, and you see me on screen. I would be your district governor. We also have in the governor-elect string, district governor-elect as she would be, Soraya Warner Gustav, District Governor Brian Glasgow, who would then be our immediate past district governor, and our district governor nominee, Maurice Sad. Our district secretary, who introduced me, Giselle Holder of the Rotary Club of Maraval. Our district treasurer, Jalim Ramnarayan, Rotary Club of Maracas St. Joseph. In terms of district officers, DG Bryan would lead the Council of Governors and district governor nominates, he'll be district governor nominating chair. Past district governor Stephen Ramrup would be our RI Council of Legislation representative. Past district governor Lyle Chase, our district finance chair. District membership chair Maurice Sad. District membership co-chair and membership engagement chair Giselle Holder. District New Club Development and Membership Attraction Chair, Mario Boyce. Our District DEI Chair, Katrina Sam. District Rotary Public Image Chair, Maria Mohammed Miraj. District Communications Chair, Sean Paddy. District Foundation Chair, PDG Wadi Soma. District Grants Chair, Ronald Birch Smith. District Annual Fund Subcommittee Chair, Dr. Sharon Cordner. District Polio Plus Subcommittee Chair, Sean Paddy. District Stewardship Subcommittee Chair, past District Governor Trevor Blake. District Fundraising and Subcommittee Chair, past District Governor Elwin Atmodi-Moho. District Paul Harris Society Coordinator, Benno Van Leeuwen. District Rotary Peace Fellowships Subcommittee Chair, Charles Hussel. District Fellowships Chair, Frederick Newbor. District Learning Facilitator, past District Governor Sonia Lane. District Rotary Leadership Institute Director, past District Governor Roger Bowes. District Rotaract Chair, Kivan St. Bryce. District Rotaract Representative, Rolinzo Hur. District Rotaract Secretary, Darren Saroyan. Immediate past District Rotaract Representative, Christina Bissoon. District Rotaract Representative-elect, Crystal Mohammed. District Interact Chair, Abraham Daniel. District Early Act Chair, past District Governor Dominique Venere. District Ryla Chair Coordinator, Dina Rajpal Bainey. District Inter-Country Committee Coordinator, past District Governor Sonia Lane. District Inter-Country Committee Lead, myself, Debbie Rupchand. District Disaster Relief Chair, past District Governor David Edwards. District Conference Chair, Brian Ramatali. District Rotary International Convention Promotion Chair, Roger Curtin. District Environmental Sustainability Program Chair, Lisa Foster. District Childhood Obesity Program Chair, Virginia Assen Oostburg. District International Services Chair, Mikasha Ramsaran. District Girls Empowerment Chair, Dr. Sharmila Nisha Hari. District Girls Empowerment Chair for Rotaract, Anya Blackendal. District Mental Health and Wellness Program Chair, Dr. Alisa Alvis. And now our team of Assistant Governors from Antigua and Barbuda, Jonah Davis Ormond. For Aruba and Bonaire, Frederick Newbor. For Barbados, Paul Ashby. For Curacao, Gino Campbell. Dominica, Lise Van de Kamp. French Guyana, Brahim Ahmed. Grenada, Stephen George. Guadeloupe, Johan Eugene Adolphe. Guyana, Elizabeth Cox. Martinique, Jean-Marc Schmidt. Montserrat, Dion Semple. St. Kitts and Nevis, Leah Craig Shadderton. St. Lucia, Albert Daniels. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Janelle Allen. Suriname, Stephen Tinergy. Trinidad Central, Dr. Kenneth Niles. Trinidad East, Betty Ann Whitman Skinner. Trinidad North, Veronica de Souza Philip. Trinidad South, Dina Rajpal Bainey. And Tobago, Tracy Osmond Ashton. And there we have it, folks, our leadership team for 2024-2025. And I very much hope that you would give them your full support as Rotarians and be engaged with them as fully as you can. Now, we do have training sessions upcoming, and I would ask my district secretary, Giselle, to put the training schedule in the chat. And you would hear more about this from our district trainer, Sonia Lane. So I'm going to hand back over to Sonia, and I thank you very much again for being here this morning. And I very much look forward to interacting with everyone over the course of the next few sessions. And of course, to seeing you in person in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Please make the effort to be there. We are going to have a wonderful pets, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, you've heard it. The district governor-elect has shared her thoughts and her vision. As she said, we will be going through in more detail at the sessions that come up. It's important, guys, that we're trained. It doesn't matter if you've been a president before or a secretary before. Things change so quickly at the RI level that what you know just a year ago, things have moved on from there. So I encourage you to stay tuned for the sessions. Presidents, secretaries, and AGs, you need to attend these sessions as many as you can. I'm going to encourage you to make it a priority, because the district can't run without your input. We also need you, as DGE Debbie said, in St. Vincent for pets. Actually, we need you in St. Vincent, period, pets and conference. St. Vincent is, as you can see, ramping up their advertising. They have really taken this conference very seriously. So I encourage you all to make the effort. While we sit here on Saturdays and Thursdays, because our training sessions will also be on Thursday evenings at 7, and they will start a little later on in February, as you would have seen from the flyer that Giselle put in the chat. But make the time, make the effort. We can't do this all on our own. The district governor cannot do this without your help. All of us together makes this journey magic, and it helps us to more strengthen our position in zones 33 and 34. So it's coming to the end, and I wanted specifically to thank RI Director-elect Patrick for sharing this morning with us, and also to the technical team who fixed the snags and got us working and up and ready so that we could have this session today. To each one of you present, past district governors and future district governors, I thank you all for taking the time to be with us as we unfold that Rotary year 2024 to 2025 and the goals and the needs and the meetings and so on. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning, and I wish you all a wonderful day, and I look forward to our next session. Please take note. We'll be back shortly. Thanks so much. Goodbye, everybody.